Hello, you sick degenerates. My name is Brandon. This is Potty Sports, your spot for uncensored and unfiltered sports opinions. Today I'm coming with another no-cap recap episode / video, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm going to cover all the major sports events that happen throughout the week in MLB, NBA, and NFL. But before I do, if you like the content, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the support that I get. And let's fucking go. I'm going to dive right in. We're going to get right into the MLB. There's been a couple no-hitters this week. Spencer Turnbull of the Detroit Tigers and Corey Kluber of the New York Yankees. Turnbull, I believe, pitched against the Mariners, and Corey Kluber pitched against the Rangers. What the fuck is going on with all the no-hitters this season? Something's up. Kershaw's saying it's got something to do with them fucking with the baseball, and, I mean, look at, there's been fucking 8 or 9 no-hitters so far, and we are in May, almost in June. Something's going on. Something needs to be done to this. No-hitters are supposed to be rare, not an every night or every week occurrence. So I expect the no-hitters to slow down, just not this season. There is drama in the south side of Chicago with the Chicago White Sox and their general manager, Tony La Russa. I'll give a basic recap. So the Chicago White Sox were basically curb stomping the Minnesota Twins, and the Minnesota Twins decided to throw out their positional player that they've tried a couple years ago. The big guy, I don't even know his name, but he throws 48 mile an hour fucking fastballs. Anyways, your main Mercedes was up to the bat, 3-0 count, and he absolutely fucking sent a piss missile to the outfield. And Tony La Russa, the manager of the Chicago White Sox, agreed with how the Minnesota Twins kind of thought against it. And there was unwritten rules of baseball and shit like that. You don't swing on 3-0 pitches, especially with a positional player on the mound. Yeah, fuck all that shit. Tony La Russa, you're the manager of the Chicago White Sox. You back your boys. Your main Mercedes is leading the AL in batting average, which means when the Minnesota Twins, the game after, want to take actions into their own hands and throw behind your main Mercedes, you don't go to the media and say, oh, well, I understand where they're coming from. Kind of fucking bullshit. Lance Lynn and Tim Anderson are standing up for your main Mercedes in the media and against their manager, and rightfully so. I don't see Tony La Russa managing this ball club next season. I could even see him getting fired midway through the season. You stand up for your players no matter what. Even if you don't agree with what they say, do it in private, but in public, you stand up for what your players do. Especially a guy who is leading the league in fucking batting average in the American League. In other news in the MLB, Albert Pujols, it didn't take him long to find a new home, and it's not too far either. He has officially signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's going to be a great veteran presence for the clubhouse, and I see him playing a pinch hitter role as well as kind of being relief for Max Muncy when he needs rest days. But other than that, just a great veteran presence in the clubhouse, kind of give game to the young guys on the Dodgers. Washington Nationals general manager Davey Martinez went absolutely fucking ballistic on Wednesday night against the Chicago Cubs. Trey Turner hit a ground ball, was running out the play, and he got called for runner interference on the first baseline. The first baseman was blocking the first baseline. He was right in the middle. Nothing Trey Turner could have done. Let's call a spade a spade. That's not runner interference. What's he supposed to do? Stop running? The fucking positional player was blocking the base path. That's on the positional player. That's not on the runner. In fact, he should be called safe and be awarded an extra bag for that, but I don't know. I don't make the fucking rules. Davey Martinez went absolutely ballistic, came out of the dugout, basically automatically got ejected from the game, then went to first base, pulled it out of the ground, threw it, stomped his feet a little bit, and then went back in the clubhouse. It is exciting to see a manager have his team's back. Tony La Russa could take some pointers from Davey Martinez on this one. And to wrap up the MLB news, Kevin Pillar took a 94 mile an hour fastball to the face from Atlanta reliever Jacob Webb. Not looking pretty in the press conferences, I will say that much, but Kevin Pillar showing a lot of heart. He asked the day after it happened if he was in the lineup, so that guy's got fucking balls of steel, and he's trying to spark up the boys. He is on the 10-day IL right now, but when he comes back, I believe the New York Mets are just going to be fucking sparked up, ready to go, and they're going to hop up on top of that division real quick. Now let's go into the NBA. It has been almost a week, but NBA legends Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett have been inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Kobe, who could obviously not be at his own ceremony, as sad as that is, R.I.P. Black Mamba, was inducted by his wife Vanessa and NBA icon, superstar, everyone knows his name, Michael Jordan. Vanessa gave a very emotional speech, and if you want to cry as a grown man, go ahead and watch that. You'll find that on YouTube somewhere, but it was very emotional, and rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. You are forever a legend and forever a star in the NBA stratosphere and in the world in general. The NBA play-in tournament is wrapping up tonight with the Golden State Warriors facing the Memphis Grizzlies for the 8th seed. I have kind of turned my opinion around about the play-in tournament. It has been very exciting, very fun to watch. But the Wizards played the Celtics for the 7th seed. The Celtics beat them. The Hornets played the Pacers. The Pacers absolutely fucking curb stomped the Hornets. And the Wizards absolutely curb stomped the Pacers last night to take the 8th seed. So the Celtics are the 7th seed in the East, and the Washington Wizards are the 8th seed. And in the West, the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Golden State Warriors in a nail-biter. Hashtag I can't even see. LeBron James drilled a fucking 3 at the end to be the game winner. The Los Angeles Lakers have claimed the 7th seed. The Spurs played the Memphis Grizzlies. That was another nail-biter game, but the Grizzlies came out on top. So now the Golden State Warriors face the Memphis Grizzlies for the 8th seed. We're going to be talking about that, zooming with the boys next Tuesday. But the NBA playoffs are almost here. The NBA awards are narrowing down their finalists for nomination. For MVP, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, and Nikola Jokic. For Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, and Tyrese Halliburton. And for Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green, and Ben Simmons are finalists for all of those categories. Congratulations to all those individuals, but there can only be one, and it'll be named at the end of the NBA playoffs. Very excited to see. Final news for the NBA. The NBA playoffs officially kick off May 22nd, a.k.a. Saturday, a.k.a. tomorrow. I'm very pumped. I believe that the games are scattered throughout the entire day, so kick back on the couch, crack a cold one, get a little puff going, and watch basketball, enjoy the game, because the intensity is finally here. That finally brings us to the NFL. Urban Meyer is appearing to stick to his guns. The Jacksonville Jaguars have officially signed Tim Tebow to a potential tight end position. He has made the 90-man roster. It is yet to be determined if he will make the 53-man roster. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you think Tim Tebow is going to make the Jacksonville Jaguars final roster to start the 2021-2022 season. Holy, that's a tongue twister. I don't believe so. I believe this is just a whole media ploy to get people surrounding Jacksonville, and I don't understand why. They could just use the number 1 pick with Trevor Lawrence, but maybe Urban Meyer's got more of a hard on than we thought for Tim Tebow. It is yet to be determined, but I will be following it. Antonio Brown has had his knee scoped and cleaned out. He needs to pass a physical before the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will re-sign him to a contract. I believe he's healthy. I believe he's fine. I believe you should expect him to be on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers roster to start the 2021 season. All's a go. Tom Brady, guns a-blazing, going for that fucking repeat in Tampa Bay. The NFL has released the strength of the schedule for the 2021 season. It's all based on win percentage from last year, but the top 5 teams with the hardest schedule based on win percentage from last year are the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Baltimore Ravens, the Chicago Bears, the Green Bay Packers, and the Minnesota Vikings. And the 5 easiest schedules based on win percentage last year are the Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Miami Dolphins. Again, this is all based on win percentage last year. Obviously, teams bring in new pieces. They bring in new threats. There are going to be new team threats this season, but this kind of just gives a general basis on what to expect come the 2021 season. All in all, it has been a slow news week for the NFL. As expected, the draft is over with. Free agency is slim pickings at this point. Players are reporting to team workouts and training camps now, so it's going to be slow news for a couple of weeks as players put the hammer down, get back on the grind, get in shape for the 2021 season. But as the news trickles out, I will be reporting it here on No Cap Recap. And that concludes another week of No Cap Recap, where I recap all the major sports events in the MLB, NBA, and NFL that are happening throughout the week. Before I go, I have some news to share about the channel. Zooming with the Boys episodes are now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Anchor. So if you're out and about, you don't have time to watch the whole video, throw it on in the car, throw it on in your headphones. I appreciate all of the support. Also, on my Instagram this weekend, I will be running polls, just basic content and audience questions. So any feedback I get from that, I really appreciate it. All of the links are in the link tree in the description. And I hope everybody has a great fucking weekend. Watch some NBA playoffs and go fuck yourself.